Rick, you must be pretty impressed with the fight back. What do you kind of make of that performance as a whole?
Mate, that's that's the Raiders' DNA. It's how we performed last week wasn't us, and we had a choice to make this week to show what our real DNA is, and that was one hell of a win.
20-0 down, 30 minutes gone. Was there a bit of trepidation? This might be same story all over again.
Yeah, it's very easy to be positive now, and try and make it sound all. I don't know what the word I'm after, but ask people what we spoke about in the change rooms at half time, and there was no way we weren't out of that game. And you can talk to people who were in that change rooms at half time and get their view of it. But when I walked out of that shed at half time, I knew we were still a chance to be in this game at the back end.
The word was, Ricky, you were quite upbeat in the sheds at half time. Why was that? What did you see that maybe others couldn't see in that first half?
I thought so much went against us in the first half, Rudy, to be honest. And when I explained it to the players what went against us, I think I drew a picture there to say, you guys, if you have the same application in regards to your effort and energy in that in the second half as you did in the first half, we'll be in this at the back end of the game.
The halfback was good, coming back to a place he knows quite well.
Yeah, well, that's, put another 30 games, 40 games into him and Ethan. The buys come at just the right time for Ricky Stuart and Ethan. Kai's a little bit more mature and had a little bit more football than those two young blokes. It's a... once you get more football into the younger boys, and it's nice to be able to say it after a win, they grow in belief and confidence too. And I've already seen the maturity just from an off-season and a couple of games now in Kaio. I'm seeing it in Ethan, but again, I've got to be careful with Ethan because he's 19.
It's easy for you, Ricky, young market, go get an experienced halfback, but you're not doing that. It shows you've got great faith in these kids, right? Or Jamal's out on that.
Well, Rudy, I had two decisions. Really one decision. I had to go and chase senior players who I didn't believe that were going to be better in 10, 15 games than the younger players that I'm putting faith into. And I know the players that were out there available we're not going to be ahead of these kids. I've just got to be very courageous, and I've got to be patient with the young blokes because I know I keep saying in these press conferences, I know these kids can play. I've just got to have the patience and give them first grade football. And I'm very fortunate. I'm at a club where my bosses and my leaders give me the support and the stability in regards to being able to show faith in these kids. And I'll tell you another thing, it's like, he doesn't want to get a rap, but having Elliot back, not just tonight, I mean, he played one of his best games tonight that I've seen him play. It's not just the 2 tries, but his leadership, his contribution in meetings this week. It's what I said last week. We missed 3 or 4 of our senior boys last week, and he was massive this week, Elliot, and he was as good as off the field this week in our preparation as he was on it. And those young blokes grow around that.
That time you give me a rock.
Yeah.
What do you think when you hear that?
A rap.
A fair rap for you. What do you
No, it is, mate. Look, we needed to have a reaction tonight, and I thought we did that from 1 to 17 on that park. Probably let ourselves down a little bit with discipline in the first half, which let Manly get a bit of field possession on us and score them tries. But we spoke about half time and we fixed it, and I thought the second half we showed what type of team we can be.
Corey Horsburgh, their chance the other side of the bye?
I don't think Corey. Jordan, yes. Jordan was knocking on the door down this week. He wanted to play today. And God love him, you know. But he just didn't have the loads in his legs, and and again, you miss that senior voice out there, you know, and the senior voice tonight from Elliot helps Joe, helps Papa, because in a tough situation, tough back end of the game, blokes like Elliot don't go away. So that young kids see that and they think, well, shit, I've got to go with him. You know, they grow in those scenarios.
Ricky, what was your message for the two young hands in terms of, you know, when the moment came in the second half, they had the confidence to put on those players? Like, that doesn't...
The game was going to be all field position tonight, and they won field position for probably 60-70% of the game tonight, especially in the first half. Not many teams come here and get 20 put on in the first half and come back and win. My only messages to the two halves before the game was, I need you to have a good kicking game and I want you to run the ball more.